Hello and welcome. We're here at WTM 2019. We've had some amazing guests on so far today who have been talking all things, of course, within tourism and also, not to mention, sustainable business as well. All things going on with SBM. I'm now delighted to be joined by Asher Moses, who's the CEO of Sherbet. Asher, thanks so much for joining me.
Pleasure.
So, Asher, for those who don't know, obviously a little bit about your company. Obviously you work within electric vehicles, specifically within, I think, London cabbies as well. Tell us a little bit more about your company and the direction you're going for 2020.
So Sherbet is London's largest electric taxi fleet. We're all licensed London electric taxis, driven by licensed London taxi drivers. Our fleet size is 226 electric vehicles, and objectively we're looking to change all our fleet, which is 700 vehicles, to electric within the next 18 months.
Great. And obviously there's been a lot of talk around this about with London pollution, of course, smog coming back into play as well. What was the main drive for you setting up Sherbet?
Well, there's a renaissance in licensed London taxis. We needed a vehicle that could outcompete our competitors. Today we've got a fantastic vehicle built by LEVC or Geely. This vehicle has a private passenger compartment, it's got 4G Wi-Fi, it's got phone chargers, it's got a panoramic roof, it's got everything you need to, and you're reducing emissions consistently in London.
So how much, is it more about the saving costs for consumers who buy your vehicles, or is it down to ethically as well, wanting to do better for the environment?
I think because it starts off as a savings, but eventually when you change your lifestyle because you're driving electric, it's a lifestyle change, you then start to understand a little bit more of saving emissions and how to reduce emissions and what you're actually contributing to the planet. So it's a bit of a change, it's a lifestyle change.
And what can we expect for you, I suppose, the early part of what I asked about 2020, you're obviously not the newest company in terms of the market right now, but obviously within green technologies, all relatively new. What can we expect for you for next year? Have you got any big plans along the journey?
Well, our next big plan is to roll out the same model that we have now for Sherbet, which is the booking platform, the drive platform, the advertising platform, into all other major cities, and we're able to take this nationally, and regulators can monitor the taxis and the emissions or what contributions we're actually doing and giving to London.
Now, this is a really key talking point for Londoners as well, of course. I was listening to LBC this morning with Rory Stewart on the radio, I think it was with Nick Ferrari, and he mentioned that this is something that the government is planning to do a lot more in terms of actually getting more electric cars and, of course, greener cabs on the road as well. Is this something you're in talks with, or are you keeping your cards close to your chest?
Well, quite clearly, it's the right way to go. We're working very much closely with government, with the GLA, with Transport for London, in order to embrace to reducing emissions in London, and we're leading the way in doing that, and we will continue to lead the way to stay in front, to ensure that licensed London taxis stay an integral part of London Transport's network.
And of course, we're here at WTM, which is here at XL, but so we're not just primarily focusing on London. Have you got your sights on anywhere else at all around the world?
Sure. I think what we've built in London. Sorry. What we've actually achieved in London is replicable in any city in the world with this particular vehicle and our technology, and we're keen to grow into other regions and other cities very, very fast.
Fantastic. And just quickly as well, before we have to wrap things up, what have you thought of the event so far? Obviously we're on day 2, but yeah, have you enjoyed yourself?
Well, I've worked in the world travel market from the days of Earl's Court for the last 30 years. My clients are here. We both have travellers in common. Our objective is to make these travellers, if you can't fly electric, at least be transferred in an electric taxi to help us reduce emissions in London.
It's a great message, and I wish you all the best, and thanks for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.